Okay, so let's move on to the target market of the month. Okay, so let me pull this up here first. All right. So this is, so I had a lot of I had a lot of fun last night when I was doing this because I had no section in on my trade association page on my website, which is where I collect all of these links for target markets. I had nothing for the cannabis industry. So I used this opportunity to create a whole new category on that page for cannabis links. And then one of the first ones I found here is, I guess you can't really see it very well. This is the National Cannabis Industry Association at thecannabisindustry.org. And I'll click back here to the main page. But what I highlighted is the member directory because they make it public. So this is a a very large organization with 2,000 member businesses and tens of thousands of cannabis professionals, and they're doing a lot of advocacy. So the focus is not necessarily on marketing; it's on the development of the industry itself. So if you offer marketing services, which many of you do, this may not be the best organization for you, but you still get access, public access to their member directory. And that's often one of the things I'm looking for. So here is the member directory, and you can search it by state or by business type. So it might be interesting to see what they have in terms of marketing, branding, and public relations. And then you can see these are basically links to the websites of people who say they specialize in the cannabis industry. And as you can see, just on the first page, oh, I guess it's just an ongoing scrolling page. So there are a lot of them. So this could be your competition if this is what you're interested in. Or C, one of the things I find interesting is that an organization will choose a target market but not commit, right? Because they may not be ready to commit entirely to that target market. And so you might click on some of these and land there and see, oh, this doesn't look like cannabis marketing at all, but they are members of the organization. And that is normal, and that happens, and you might be one of them too. But that is a really good overview of who's involved in this organization. Different kinds of memberships available. You can or don't have to join, but really easy to search. The other thing I'm always looking for are events to attend. So if I hover over this, you can see they have industry socials, they have caucuses, they have a Northeast Business Conference, they have lobby days, they have a business summit and expo, they have something in the Midwest, right? So some of these might be good for some of you. All right, then let's look at this one here. Hold on. This is the Cannabis Business Times. So an industry publication is also a good way to find the people and the events and the places where you could possibly be a guest blogger, for example. I think this one even has I think they might have a podcast that you could be a guest on. So I wanted to show you their events also, a listing of industry events. So Cannabis Conference 2020 in Las Vegas in April, right? So all over the country. If you're interested in this event, next week in Anaheim, the Cannabis Packaging Summit. So packaging is related to marketing, and I checked that out. They actually have a few branding related speakers there. So this is really good to learn about the industry, to meet the people in the industry, and perhaps eventually to speak for the industry. All right, I'm going to show you one more because as I said, there seem to be a lot of women in this industry, in this new industry. And this is an organization called womengrow.com. And let's see, they have 35 cities that they have chapters in. They have local markets. They're looking for people to start local communities. That's a really good way to get in on the ground floor of a new industry. It doesn't come along every day, and to really establish yourself as an expert in a new industry. In fact, I think it is this organization. Let's see. Annual Leadership Summit. I have a client, Jennifer Culpepper, of an organization. Oh yeah, there she is. That's Jennifer Culpepper right there. She spoke last year in June at the Growing East event in DC because she started a couple of years ago a branding firm called Brand Joint. And it's all about, it's kind of an offshoot actually of her original design firm that only focuses on the cannabis industry. And she's established herself very quickly as one of the experts in that industry.